Hey guys, welcome back on the channel. Let's scratch a little bit of the surface of yield farming on this video. It's not complicated. If you are even a complete beginner, you can start today. By the way, I will refer in the description other content that will tie up with this. So if you enjoy this content and if you want to know more, check out for a developing of that. On other videos, I will link in the description, videos about the 4 main types of protocols to yield farm on, videos on the best liquidity pools for beginners. You can get to start acquiring some knowledge through the information that I share with you on those videos, okay? So in here, we'll be just scratching the surface, talking a little bit about DeFi and how whatever services are being provided here, they're generating real revenue. So let's take an overview of the information being displayed here. So we're looking at the TVL, total value locked in DeFi. So this is the money. It's not all the money in crypto. It's not all the money in yield farming, but it's the money that has been deployed so far into DeFi protocols, decentralized finance protocols. These protocols allow you to do virtually anything. Whatever you can try with traditional finance, DeFi allows you to do that, and better to your own benefit, because you are not using the banks to provide you a service. The service is being provided on chain, and you can generate yield, hence the name yield farming, for providing that service. Like I said, it's not printing money out of thin air. We are looking at protocols here, and let me scroll down to show you. Lido, Aave, among many others, Uniswap. This is one of the biggest, actually, DEX when it comes to liquidity pools. They operate with 22 different blockchains. So if you understand where crypto is going and how it's growing, you'll see that traditional finance is already adopting it. I mean, look at the big players with Bitcoin ETF. Look at also the Ethereum ETFs. I mean, this might seem a bit wishful thinking, but it's not. If you look at what the big players are doing, you know where the world is going. And blockchain technology is part of that future, in my opinion. Nowadays, if you go to the store, if you swipe your card to pay for something, there's already a fee in that transaction to pay for the service provider. You maybe never thought about it, but it's a reality. And what's happening here with yield farming is just that. All of these protocols you see on screen and many others, there's hundreds, if not thousands of protocols in DeFi, and there's more by the day. These are constantly evolving, upgrading, new ones are being created. For example, Pendle. Pendle wasn't here when DeFi started. Pendle showed up as a necessity, and it's doing really well. 11th ranking protocol when it comes to TVL. They have over $2.5 billion in them that users deploy to generate them yield. So where is that yield coming from? From these services, all right? I cannot stress this enough, because many people think crypto is a scam, DeFi is a scam. It's not. It's the future of finance. And if you don't know where to start, it's not all that complicated. I do advise you to watch more content. It doesn't need to be even for my channel. There's a ton of content out there, but grow your knowledge, grow your understanding, and when you are comfortable, start applying that knowledge to put your money to work for you, unlike what's being doing with traditional finance, where banks are putting their money to work for them, and you get a crumb of the slice of the pie that they're baking with your money. With DeFi, with yield farming, you are your own bank. Literally, that's what's happening. And you can go with different levels of risk. Again, refer to the videos in the description. The one that I discussed, the top main types of protocols you can yield farm on, they will present you with different levels of risk and also rewards. But they are fairly safe in a way if you know what you're doing, if you're not going with shady protocols, with newer ones. Like, for example, Lido. This has been around for a while. Aave, the same thing. Uniswap, the same thing. Maker, they are battle tested. They never experienced security exploits that drained users from their funds. That's why they have such high TVL. People trust them. People have been operating with them for years. And if you go back here on the chart, you see that the TVL, this is the money in DeFi, right? So it peaked in between 2021 2022. Those were the golden days back then, and then it fall down in early 2022, huge dump. It was the beginning of the bear market. Right now, we are seeing a price action going up again. Money is flowing into DeFi, but the beauty of it is that with yield farming, you make money whenever the market pumps or dumps. If it's bullish or bearish, it doesn't matter. It provides yield to you. If you're looking at something like this, for example, what happened here for the most part in 2023, this is still generating a lot. And if you go with liquidity pools, for example, this is actually the best case scenario because there's not that much price volatility and you will not experience the risks of impermanent loss all that much when compared with the volatile market. And by the way, let me try to break this down. Volatility means prices go up, go down very fast. That is one of the biggest risks in crypto, in DeFi. It's the price of an asset goes down, everyone panics, everyone sells, which causes it to go down even further. But if you play the long run, if you understand what DeFi brings to the table, that's why I was talking to you earlier on about the world onboarding with crypto. It's going to happen because if you look at the convenience that crypto puts in your hands, you no longer have to, let's say you have a couple $1 million that you want to send to a relative or to invest somewhere else. You can do that in a matter of minutes with DeFi, with crypto. With traditional finance, there's a lot of bureaucracy, and in the end, you don't really own your assets because the bank is the one holding them. All right, with DeFi, you are the one holding them in your wallets with your private keys. And you can invest them wherever you want. You can send them to whatever wallet you want, even in weekends. Banks close down on the weekends. Your money is frozen. Everyone's money is frozen on the weekends. Transactions are frozen. With DeFi, you send money to the other side of the world in minutes, whatever amount. If it's millions, it doesn't matter. It's your call. If you try to move millions through a bank, there's a lot of security procedures that need to happen. It's not going to be simple and easy, and definitely it's not going to be something that can happen in minutes. All right, so let's look here at categories. Now on the chart for protocol categories, we have 43 different categories. You can browse through all of this, but let's check them here in a list type of way. Liquid staking, 185 protocols. This is one of the safest and one of the most used ways for people to generate passive income. It's also extremely passive. While providing liquidity, it gives you higher rewards, but it's not as passive. With liquid staking, you stake, you start to earn. At the same time that your funds do remain liquid and you can take them elsewhere and start generating yield with other types of protocols. So that there's a service right there being provided to users. You stake your tokens, you provide security to the network, and you get paid for that. You're helping to secure a blockchain. Lending. You can lend funds here. Let's go in there. Let's see the protocols for lending. Aave is a huge one. You can secure a loan in minutes with DeFi. Traditional banking, again, bureaucracy, signing papers, proving to them that you have a good track record in credit, etc., etc. And in the end, they will have to give the approval for that money to be lended to you. If you come to Aave or Just Lend, Spark, any of these protocols, you can secure a loan in minutes as long as you have collateral. So let's say you have one Bitcoin, you need to turn that into money, but you don't want to spend your Bitcoin. You can go here, you take a loan, your Bitcoin is held in their smart contract as collateral, and you can take a percentage of the value that Bitcoin has. Let's say it's worth $100,000. Let's say that. You can take $50,000 borrowed against your Bitcoin, or more or less. The amount that you take, that will determine the risk also, how risky it will be, because you can get liquidated if Bitcoin price drops. But the point I want you to take home from here is the fact that is tremendously useful, fast, efficient, and way faster than traditional banks. And Aave has been operating with 12 chains for the past years, battle tested, and that's why there's so many billions, 11 billions of dollars in their TVL. The other ones are also reliable. Just don't go for newer stuff, new protocols. You can get into very risky situations if you do that. So stay with battle tested. This is just to show you how powerful DeFi is, how accessible it is, and how anyone can use it. As long as you have a mobile device, access to the internet, you're good to go. Know the risks, start empowering yourself with knowledge. And if you want to know more about opportunities you can generate passive income with yield farming, let me know in the comments. I also have already a lot of content here on the channel and more to come. This is just to scratch the surface and to explain to even complete beginners how the things that are generating yield here on DeFi, they are real. This is not something that it's printing out of thin air, some shady business as it's many times being portrayed with traditional mainstream media. Everything that happens here is recorded on chain. With banks, banking system, you don't know that. With DeFi, you have ownership of your assets. You know exactly when you deposit, when you withdraw, when you claim your rewards. Everything is recorded on chain. All right. So guys, if there's something here that I said in the video you didn't understand, let me know in the comments. All right. This is meant to just inform you and show you how a reliable option there is to put your funds to work in DeFi. This is just to show you just the surface, scratch the surface of the things that are possible with DeFi. Again, refer to the description. There's a ton of content there, even if you're a complete beginner. Start to get comfortable with that, with the terminology, with the information. This is not rocket science. You can start operating with this today even, although I wouldn't advise it if you don't know what you're doing. So get your information, understand risks, rewards, and understand how to operate with the blockchain. It will open a whole new world of opportunities to you. Opportunities flow here daily, okay guys? So let me know what you think on the comments below. If you have any questions, I'm going to wrap this one up. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one.